Okay, very good. Oh, okay. Good evening. How are you today?
Good evening, teacher. Fine.
And Luz Andrea is not going to speak because had a small surgery in her mouth, so she's only going to be present on the class. She will participate by writing but no speaking, and she can of the class in her health situation. Okay. Okay. So how are you doing today?
Teacher, también escucho muy entrecortado, sí.
Mira.
Es como, se va la señal. Es como si se fuera la señal.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, who is it? Angie?
Yes.
Angie, how are you? I'm going to get out and I'm going to start again. Voy a salir y me vuelvo a conectarme, ¿ok?
Okay.
Ok.
Give me 1 second. Now, better or no?
Yes. Maybe yes.
Yes.
Okay, how is it? Okay? Better? Yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, good evening, everybody. How are you today?
Excellent, teacher. Thanks.
Very good. Okay. So we have Luz Andrea, Astrid, and Angie. Today we are going to talk about auxiliaries. All right. But before we are going to see what is the present simple use for. So Astrid, Luz Adriana, could you please write down what do you do every day in the morning? And Astrid, what do you do every day in the morning?
Okay, in the morning I sleep. Wake up 9 o'clock. I clean my house. I did eat lunch for my children and me. And I study a little English and little work the school of my work.
Very good. Angie, what do you do in the afternoon?
Normalmente, ¿sí, teacher?
Yes, what do you usually do in the afternoon?
Okay. Eh, from um, and study Um, do I don't do many um, things. I don't do many things. Study and well, yeah, it's not many.
Okay. Um, Angie, tell,
Okay.
I mean, Sergio. Hi, Sergio. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. Hello, partners. I'm good, and you?
Very good. Thank you, Sergio. Welcome to the encounter tonight. Okay, Sergio, tell me, what do you do every day? What is a normal day for you? What do you usually do?
Okay. Normally, I have to work all day. I have to wake up very early, make breakfast, and go to work. Um, Normally, I work until 11 a.m. in the morning. After that, I have to come back at home. I have 5 hours free. I have free 5 hours every day, and after I have to go again to work at 4 p.m. I work until 7:30 more or less. In the night, I have to study, prepare all the things for the next day.
Okay, very good. Okay, today we are going to talk about the auxiliaries for the simple present. Uh, can somebody, if you know, tell me which auxiliaries do we use in the simple present? Do you know? Who knows?
My teacher, auxiliaries, do and does.
Yes. And for what do we use them?
Repeat, teacher.
For what do we use them?
Do for we, you, they. Yes?
And I, we,
And
you,
I.
and
Okay. It
okay,
and does for he, she, and it.
very good. Okay. And for what of which statements do we use them?
I can answer.
Yes. Yes, sure.
Okay. I use them to ask um, for make questions and give negative answers. Preguntar y negar, excuse me. In present simple.
Okay. All right. We use them for only for yes, no questions, or for what else? What other statement?
Negative answers. Negative.
A negative statement. So for
Okay.
negative and interrogative statements. Very good. Okay, very good, Sergio. And who knows what happened when we use does? What happened when we use does in the third person? No? No? Nobody knows? Nobody knows? Okay, Sergio.
No, the question is what happened when I
What
use
happened
does?
when I use does? Yes.
Does is for the same to negative statements and interrogative statements, but does is only for third person. I don't know about, I don't know if it's clear my answer or if I
No,
answer
no.
very good the question.
Your answer is correct. But what happened with the verb when we use the auxiliary does?
Ah, what happened with the verb?
Yes, what happens with the verb when we use the auxiliary does?
Ah, okay. No, the verb is the same, don't change.
Okay. The verb change. Remember, if we use the auxiliary does, the verb do not have the S. Remember yesterday that we saw the S and the ES in the verbs?
Yes, yesterday we saw that topic.
Okay, okay, very good. So we don't use with the does, we don't use S in the verb. So let's see. I'm going to share with you an information here about do and does. Okay. Mhm. See. Let me share with you the topic about do and does. Okay. So how was your day today, Sergio?
My day,
Yes.
yeah, I had an intensive day because I have to work today.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I had a nice surprise this afternoon because my best friend uh, came here to see me and we
To
shared.
visit you?
Yes, but it was a surprise. And we hung out the afternoon together and it was very nice.
Okay, that's very good. And what about Astrid? What did you do today?
Today, in my house, usually in my house, washing, cleaning, study a little English, and prepare of the work with my children.
And with your
Wash,
children?
movie.
Okay. And Angie?
Okay, teacher. Um, um, I leave home to have lunch. In the afternoon, I was with my friends, and study in English.
Yes. Okay, that's good. And what about Luz? Luz, can you write to me what did you do today? Luz? You have been in bed all day? Okay. So, Sergio, at what time do you wake up every day? Sergio, at what time do you wake up every day? Hello. Sergio. Sergio. Okay, Astrid.
Yes, teacher.
At what time do you wake up every day?
Every day, the 5 o'clock maybe. The Monday, every day. The weekend, maybe 8, 9, maybe.
Okay, very good. What about Angie?
Okay.
Angie,
Repeat
Angie,
question.
what time do you wake up every day?
Every day. ¿A qué horas? Sí.
What time
¿Cómo aprendes un tema o habilidad en la
do
mitad
you
del...
wake up every day? Okay. Can you see the video? ¿Pueden ver el video?
Yes, teacher, yes.
I want you to listen, okay?
Exercises to practice questions with do and does in English. Remember, if you need more time to complete an exercise, you can click pause. Complete the question with do or does. Do you speak English?
In here, what is the correct word for there? ¿Se acuerdan de esto o no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
¿Cuál es la que usamos en este momento ahí?
Does.
Very good. Does. Okay.
She speak Italian?
What about here?
Does.
Does.
Perfect.
Does he like chocolate?
What about here?
Do.
Do.
Perfect.
Do we need a dictionary?
What about here?
Does George live in England?
What about here?
Do.
Do.
Do they study after class?
Do.
Do I need a red pen?
Perfect. What about here?
Do.
Do.
Do your parents speak Spanish?
There.
Do.
Are you sure? How
Do.
many grandmothers? How many
Does.
grandmothers? Does, because it's only one grandmother. Your in there is a possessive. It's not a pronoun. So does,
Does.
because it's one.
Does your grandmother have a dog?
Very good.
Do.
An ice cream? Does Alice like popcorn? Do you have a shower every day?
Okay.
Does the teacher like coffee? Does Sarah play the guitar? Do you live in an apartment? Does Peter drive to work?
Very good. Sergio, si quieres, quédate sin participar y escucha la lección porque tienes mucha interferencia. ¿Ok?
No se escucha nada.
Alguien tiene interferencia. Me parece que es Sergio. Okay, here. In here, so he's in, okay, ¿quiénes están en el momento? Astrid, Angie y Luz Andrea.
Yes.
Bueno, la persona que tiene interferencia creo que es Sergio. Entonces, mientras se le arregla lo de la interferencia, que se quede sin conectarse porque nos está interrumpiendo, por favor. ¿Listo? Que mejor escriba. Hacer diferencia, tratar de identificar quién es. Bueno, so we have this in here. In the simple present, we have the auxiliaries do and does. We use do and does when we want to say we use se escucha mucho la interferencia. Espérate un momento. Pero ¿están escuchando o no?
No mucho.
Veo que veo que Angie o Astrid están con el micrófono abierto.
No, teacher, I am not.
Y Astrid,
No, teacher.
y Angie,
No, teacher.
te veo como si tuvieras el micrófono abierto.
Está cerrado.
Ah. Ahora sí. Sí, alguien estaba con el micrófono. Muy bien. Bueno, entonces, we use do or does depending on the subject. The subject, we have two different sentences with different subjects. So, if we use the third person, we use does. Does Angie speak English? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Does Arturo listen to music? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Do you sleep late? Yes, I do. No, I don't. So we have does for he, she, and it. And do for I, you, we, and they. What happens verb when we use does? If you can see here in the exercise, when we use the auxiliary does, the verb do not use the S. Got it? Yes? So we say, does she like sports? Yes, she does. Do you like sports? Yes, I do. Let's see here. Do I know you? Do you come from England? Do we have to cut the grass? Do they want to come with us? And here is the use of does. We use does with the third person, singular pronouns. Does he work? Si notan, el verbo pierde la S automáticamente, ¿ok? Does she have a car? Does it snow in winter? Well, the past tense, we don't need it. For the negative sentence, we just need to add not to the auxiliary, okay? Not with each don't. In English, when we speak, we use a lot of contractions. So for does not, we say doesn't. For do not, we say don't. So we say, I do not like sports. I don't like sports. He does not like sports. He doesn't like sports. So here the same thing. The negative form of does is does not. Also, in spoken English, we usually use the contracted form of does not, which is doesn't. En inglés, como ustedes ya saben, se contrae demasiado. Todo se usa con abreviaciones. But it's very important to know, like we do not use contractions when we write. We use contractions when we speak. Got it? Yes? ¿Eso? ¿Sabían de eso? Okay, very good. Now, questions. Alguien se conectó y ahí comenzó la interferencia. Okay, questions. Astrid, do you have questions?
No, teacher.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Okay.
Very good. Angie, do you have questions?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Luz Andrea, do you have questions? Very good. Thank you very much. So in here, I have these sentences. Astrid, give me number 1.
Okay. Do you want some coffee?
Perfect. Angie, give me number 2.
Okay. Where do they come from?
Where do they come from? Very good. La próxima clase va a ser de WS questions con el presente simple. Luz Andrea, can you write the third one? Yes, no. Luz Andrea. Number 3. No, it doesn't. Very good. Astrid, number 4.
Do. What do Michael and I have in common?
Tú eres la que tiene la interferencia. Levantaste el audífono o te lo pusiste o lo moviste y ahí mismo pasó. Number 5, Angie.
Dad, does your father drive a red car?
Does your
Does.
father drive a red car? Number 6, Luz Andrea. Does Angela have a boyfriend? Number 7, Astrid.
7. Teacher, I am not the interpreter.
Sí, muñeca, cuando levantas o mueves el audífono para
No, ya.
hablar pasa, pero lo...
No, lo
¿Ya?
tengo desconectado.
Bueno.
No. Okay, they don't work on Sunday.
On Sunday. Very good. Number 8, Angie. Angie.
Okay. Do we have school tomorrow? Tomorrow?
Very good. Yes. Luz Andrea. Number 9, parents. What is number 9? What is number 9? Because it's parents. Yes, that's okay. No problem, Luz. Number 10, Astrid.
Does children play here?
Is that correct? Does
Children various do.
Do, yes, because remember, children is plural. Child is the singular. Very good. Okay. It's not that difficult, right? Yes? Very, 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 very good. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to put a reading comprehension. Got it? So be prepared. Reading comprehension. Okay, my guys. Reading comprehension with do and does exercises. Recuerden los links que les mando siempre en los planes. Es para que los vean y se organicen, ¿ok? So let's put this. Owning a dog. This page, agenda, it is very good to practice reading, listening, vocabulary, okay? So I'm going to put this reading is a bit longer. If you have questions, let me know. You are going to read and listen. ¿Lo pueden ver? Yes. ¿Sí lo pueden ver?
No, se ve borroso,
No.
es muy chiquito.
Muy borroso.
Esperen a ver si les acaba de llegar. Esperen a ver si les acaba de llegar. ¿Todavía? Luz Andrea, that's okay. Take care and I hope that you get well, okay? Astrid y Angie, ¿pueden ver el texto?
No,
Se ve muy
teacher.
pequeño.
Muy
Ya
pequeños.
no veo.
Ok, déjenme en un momentico, yo se los amplío. A ver si hay forma de ampliarlo acá, a ver si lo logro ampliar. Y lo pueden ver, listo. ¿Qué tal ahí? ¿Qué tal ahí? ¿Yes o no?
No.
¿No? ¿Yes?
No, ese bonito. Ok, ahí
Yes.
ya.
Yes, yes. Ahí sí.
Okay? Okay. Now, so I'm going to put listening and you can read and listen at the same time, okay? All right? I recommend this page because you can listen and read at the same time. So that will be very good to improve your pronunciation, all right? Okay, let's begin. Check for unknown words. Miren a ver, palabras desconocidas. ¿Listo?
The positive effects on children of owning a dog. Brendan's best friend is Tip. Tip and Brendan are inseparable. They teach each other things and they look after each other. Tip has helped Brendan become more responsible, more caring, and a better friend. Brendan is a 9-year-old boy and Tip is a 10-year-old dog. Brendan and Tip are an example of how owning a dog can have a positive effect on a child's development. Having a dog develops a child's sense of responsibility, broadens his capacity for empathy, and teaches the nature of friendship. Having a dog helps a child learn how to act responsibly. As a dog owner, the child must take care of the animal's daily needs. The dog must be fed and exercised every day. A dog is completely dependent on its owner for all its needs, including the need for good health and a safe environment. Therefore, being responsible for a dog also means taking care of the dog so that it stays healthy. Furthermore, the owner must take responsibility for the safety of the dog and the safety of the people it comes into contact with. If the child forgets any of these duties and responsibilities or ignores any of the dog's needs, the dog will suffer. This teaches the child that his responsibility to the dog is more important than his desire to play with his toys, talk on the phone, or watch TV. This is true not only for the care of a dog, but also for the care of oneself, another person, or one's job. Learning how to take responsibility for the health and welfare of a dog leads to learning how to take responsibility for oneself. Another lesson that a child can learn from having a dog is how to be empathetic. Empathy is the ability to put oneself in another person's, or in this case, another creature's situation, and imagine that person's or creature's feelings or problems. A dog cannot express itself with speech, so its owner must learn how to interpret its behavior. The child must learn to understand what the dog's behavior means. Is the dog frightened, aggressive, or sick? The child needs to understand what is going on in the dog's mind. Understanding a situation from the dog's perspective helps the child understand why the dog is behaving in a certain way and what the dog needs. The result of learning to read a dog's behavior is that the child develops empathy. By learning how to empathize with a dog, the child also learns how to empathize with other people. This leads to the child becoming a more considerate and caring person. Being considerate and caring are important characteristics in a good friend. One of the most significant benefits of owning a dog is the example of true friendship that a dog provides. A dog gives unconditional love to its owner. A dog will not stop loving its owner because of a little anger, indifference, or neglect. The dog will wait patiently for its owner to pat its head and say a few kind words. This acceptance of the negative qualities and appreciation for the positive qualities of its owner provide a wonderful model of how to be a good friend. A child soon realizes that his dog will always listen to him, will always be ready to play with him, will always protect him, and will always... A child who has learned to be even half as good a friend to others as his dog is to him will have learned one of the most valuable lessons in life. These are some of the most important lessons the child will ever learn. The benefits of owning a dog will last the child's entire lifetime. The understanding and appreciation of responsibility, empathy, and friendship that a child develops from the experience of having a dog will help him or her grow into a reliable, caring, and mature adult.
Got it? Yes?
Okay, teacher, so.
Okay.
So, let's see how you do with the questions. Let's see. The dog's name is, what is the dog's name? Tip, Brendan, Brennan, or Kip? Let's see the first paragraph. What is the dog's name? Read the first paragraph. The first paragraph says, Brendan's best friend is Tip. Tip and Brenda are inseparable. They teach each other things and they look after each other. Tip has helped Brenda become more responsible, more caring, and a better friend. Brendan is a 9-year-old boy and Tip is a 10-year-old dog. Brendan and Tip are an example of how owning a dog can have a positive effect on child's development. Having a dog develops a child's sense of responsibility, broadens his capacity for empathy, and teaches the nature of friendship. So what is the dog's name? Are you there? What is the dog's name? Así, Angie.
Brenda.
What is the name?
Brenda.
Brenda? Are you sure? Here say, Brendan is a 9-year-old boy and Tip is a 10-year-old dog. So what is the name?
Tip.
All right. Let's see the second one. Yo creo que cada clase les voy a poner una lectura. Which of the following have a positive effect on a child's development? Development es desarrollo. Feeling responsible, feeling empathy, building friendships, or all of the above. All of the above means todos los anteriores.
I think all of the above.
For example, here, I'm going to read it in here on the first paragraph. Say,
Yes.
having a dog develops a child's sense of responsibility. Here it is, responsible. Yes?
Yes.
Broaden his capacity for empathy, feeling
Yes.
empathy, and friendship. So
Yes.
is all
Sí.
of the above. Very good. Very good. Number 3. A child learns how to be responsible for a dog by taking care of the dog's daily needs, taking away a safe environment, feeding the dog weekly, or becoming dependent on the dog. What do you think? And it's here. Here. Having a dog helps a child learn how to act responsible. As a dog owner, the child must take care of the animal's daily needs. must be fed and exercised every day. A dog is completely dependent on its owner for all its needs, including the need for good health and a safe environment. So which one do you think is related to this question?
I think taking care of the dog daily needs.
Okay, who is this? Astrid or Angie?
Astrid.
Okay, very good. Yes. Ok. Cuando me participen me dicen quién es, porque hablan muy parecido. Ok, 4. Learning how to care for a dog can help children to take of themselves, to choose the dog over playing, to get welfare, to ignore the dog's needs. And it's here. Let's see. Let's read here. Including the needs of the environment. Therefore, being responsible for a dog also means taking care of the dog so that it stays healthy. Furthermore, the owner must take responsibility for the safety of the dog and the safety of the people it comes into contact with. If the child forgets any of these duties and responsibility, any of the dog's needs, the dog will suffer. So let's see. Learning how to take care of a dog can help children to what? To take of themselves, to choose the dog over playing, to get welfare, to ignore the dog's needs.
Teacher, I don't see the options.
No
To
se
get
ven las
welfare,
preguntas.
yeah?
No se ve la pregunta.
Learning how to care for a dog can help children. Aprender a cuidar de un perro ayuda a los niños. To take of themselves. To choose the dog over playing. To get welfare, no. To ignore the dog's needs.
No, hay demasiado ruido.
Sí, horrible. Y es cuando prenden allá uno de las, cuando se conecta una a las dos, no sé. De todas maneras, the class is going to be over as soon we finish this because I only have 2 of you, okay? So which one from this? This one, or this one?
Maybe que no, tampoco veo bien, teacher. Está como borroso.
Overplaying, no. No, okay. So the answer was this one, to take of themselves, okay? Bueno. Let's see this one. Children can learn how to understand the dog's needs, only care about themselves and others, get rid of the dog they don't want to take care of it, get rid of the dog, deshacerse del perro. be irresponsible. Children can learn how to
La pregunta es ahí, o sea, para aprender a cuidar a un perro que necesitan los niños, ayudar a, o cómo puedo ayudar a los niños para cuidar un perro, ¿sí?
No, los niños pueden aprender cómo understand the dog needs, entender la necesidad del perro. Only care about themselves and not others. No, la interferencia está ya con algunos. Understand the dog. Okay, Chris and Andy. For next class, we are going to see the reduced question.